Hello and welcome to episode 278 of Checkpoint Chat. My name is Alessandro Barbosa. I'm joined by Matthew Figuera.
Hello. I have no opening retort today.
That will play so well on just an audio podcast, just you nodding at me. It's just
yes.
Yes, I am here.
I'm here. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those late recordings. We are at the end of a day instead of the morning of another. And I'm just feeling drained, feeling very tired, but I'm here to speak the nonsense and very light Portuguese with you, the agua with you.
You're gonna share the water with me, is what you're saying.
The agua? No, we were talking about agua like just before we started recording.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, whatever, man. I said I'm drinking I'm drinking vodka, and you said agua, and then we laughed and we cried, and then we reminisced. It was a good time.
We laughed, we cried,
we sang kumbaya.
Sang some goodbyes. Does drinking tea count as drinking water, do you think?
No. Definitely not.
Why?
Because there's water in it, but does tea hydrate you?
Absolutely. What are you talking about?
Does Coca-Cola hydrate you?
I mean, to a degree, yes.
Does coffee hydrate you?
Yes.
No. I mean, it does, but it doesn't really. Water,
I mean, it does, but it doesn't really.
The most hydrationable. That's not a real word.
Okay, but hold on. Tea is just water. It's just flavored water.
You're right. It's flavored with some tea juice mixed with that water. That's
tea juice.
Come on,
explain.
You've seen the meme. You've seen the meme with Mark Zuckerberg where, or was it Mark Zuckerberg where he was on trial or whatever many years ago at this stage, and there was a picture of him drinking water, and the whole joke was like him because people say like he's a lizard. He's not a real person because he doesn't show much. And the meme is him drinking water and he's like, yes, ash juice. Have you not seen this meme?
No, I have seen that. I didn't realize that's where what you were correlating to tea juice.
It's just it's tea mixed with water, but it's tea juice.
Okay.
There we go. I'm glad
it
we
is hydrating. I count a cup of tea as a cup of water for the day.
Is it though? Like I don't know. I don't want to be a naysayer, but child me would be like, I'm drinking 2 liters of Coke today, therefore I'm drinking 2 liters of water, and it's not the same.
I think like Coke is different. So it used to be this thing where any drink with caffeine was considered non-hydrating. So like if you had 500 mils of Coke, it wouldn't constitute your 2 liters of water a day. Like drinks with caffeine don't get added to that total. But recently that's kind of been debunked to a certain degree. Like the idea that caffeinated drinks actually dehydrate you is not necessarily true. But obviously they're nowhere near as good or hydrating as water. But like, so that's why I would say Coke, yeah, sure, you can take that out of the equation. But like tea is just like water with leaves in it. Sure, you add maybe a little bit of milk if you want, but if you're just drinking like tea leaf water, to me it's just water.
Juice.
Like at that point, tea juice, exactly. It's just water at that point. Coffee, maybe again, weird because I guess it depends how you drink your coffee. If it's like mostly just milk, then maybe different. But if you're just having an Americano, that's water. It's very strong water, but it's water.
I don't know. Maybe it's a mental hurdle thing or an assumption on my part. But when I have a cup of coffee, I always think I need to like follow it with a glass of water because I feel like I'm thirsty after that.
But your cup of coffee is a cappuccino, no?
No, if I make just a coffee at home, for example, your old faithful, like an espresso with water and like a little bit of milk. Or a sachet with just hot water and like a bit of milk. Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, if I'm drinking, if I'm drinking a cappuccino, then yes, it's primarily milk and foam, and then like a dash of coffee juice. I mean water. Just straight agua.
Ice juice.
Some ice juice, yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the further away it becomes from just like water and something, the weirder it gets. But yeah, like, would you count a scoop of Milo and hot water as a water? That becomes a bit weird.
Yeah.
But that's also because it's got like sugar in it and stuff. I don't know. It's odd. I buy these little, they come in like little eye droplet containers. Well, they look like that. I don't want to say they're eye drops because that's like how you like drug someone. They don't laugh at me. I'll tell you a story about that just now.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay, it's sounding. Anyway, I buy these things from like Discam. They just flavor your water essentially. So they're like, I think they're from Biogen or something like that. And they're just like sugar-free flavoring, so I can get my water to taste like lychees if I put like 10 drops of this thing in there, and it's like got 0 calories and whatever. And I like that because down inside I'm a child and I need my things to taste sweet. But I can have that with it just looking like a glass of water, which is great. It really pisses Shani off when I do that to bottled water in the fridge, and then she takes a sip and is like, what the fuck is this? So I now just put it straight into my glass,
hilarious.
like direct to the source.
I can understand her getting cross, but it's just funny. I'm imagining her taking a big old swig of ash juice, and it's like actually lychee juice. It's like so deceiving. Like, it's so clear, so refreshing. It's just not. It's something else entirely.
And she really doesn't like the flavored water things like lychee or mixed berry, or sometimes I get lime, and she's just like, this is revolting.
I don't mind the flavored stuff. It just, like for me personally, it just has to be in moderation. Like I can't do it all the time. I can do it now and then. It's, for example, if you've had sugar-free lemonade, for example, it tastes really nice the first few times. Like, yeah, I like it. The taste apart. It's got no sugar. But you can't always drink it. I don't know. You like get too familiar with the tastes. I don't know if that makes any sense to you.
No, totally. That totally makes sense.
So with your drops, I would 100% do the same. But I don't think I could do it all the time, like every day. You know. But I suppose alternating flavors and stuff helps with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I do it with every single glass of water I drink. But I mean, I've ruined myself on flavors like that before. I have a very nasty habit of drinking like a sugar-free Monster every day almost. Yeah. And for a very long time I used to gravitate towards this like mango flavor, which was really good. And then one day it was just like, nope, this flavor doesn't appeal to me anymore. And it's just, I think its body got so used to it. It's like, nah, it's good. And I really don't drink it that often anymore, but it used to be like, holy shit, if they had that flavor, I would be on that. I'm really irritated because my favorite one for the longest time now has been this like gold can. I think it was called. I forgot what it was called now. But it was like pineapple flavor. So like, you know, like Fanta pineapple, but it was like sugar-free Monster pineapple, and they discontinued it locally.
Oh, send me a picture. Maybe we still have it here. There's too many flavors though.
There's so many flavors.
Yeah. I loved when I visited. Was it this April? With my office, a couple of times I went in. Some of our lunch breaks, we were like, well, let's just try a new flavor of Monster. There's so many.
There's so many, and they keep bringing out new ones. And like, so they discontinued this great one of mine, but they added 3 new sugar-free ones, and all of them are bad. Like there's a peach one. They taste like they're liquefied like peach sweets, you know, like boiled sweets, and just made that into a 500 milliliter drink. It is revolting. It is so bad.
It sounds amazing.
No, it's like, it's sugar-free, but it's the sweetest thing you'll ever like drink ever. And it's just so off-putting. I just want them to bring my pineapple one back. That's all I'm saying. Like, if someone from Monster is listening.
Someone's listening, please. Forget pipeline punch.
Just send me the remaining cases.
Bring
I'll
back
do it.
Pineapple.
Yeah, fuck pipeline punch.
What? Pipeline punch is still a good flavor. Okay, you don't be.
No, it is really good, but it's not sugar free. That's the problem. Otherwise, I do like that flavor.
Now, what is the name of your favorite flavor? Did it have it other than Gold Can Monster?
I think it was. Let me Google it. I think it was Ultra Paradise, because like,
oh my god,
all the sugar-free ones are Ultra. Nope, it's not Paradise. Paradise is a green one that tastes like apples. Ultra.
I want that job. I want to be the person who names these cans. Someone who
I mean,
says,
have you ever read the blurbs on these things? They're ridiculous.
I want that
Ultra
job.
golden pineapple. That's what it was.
Okay, the writer was very lazy that day. Okay, we get pipeline punch and ultra paradise, and we get ultra golden pineapple. Like, come on, that's just lazy.
It's
golden pineapple.
golden pineapple. I'm actually going to search golden pineapple discontinued. Let's see what happens. Ultra gold is discontinued for ultra fancy Reba Red. Fuck off. That thing sucks. It's so bad. It just got here like
what
locally.
flavor
It's
is
so
it?
bad.
What is I can't even say the word now. Reverberate. What does that taste like? Is it raspberry?
The rose one is weird. I don't know. It tastes like medicine.
That sounds amazing. Give me that medicine.
I just you see, if I had known this, say, like 2 months ago, I could have bought like a fucking stash from Macro
Just
or
stocked
something.
up, yeah.
Yeah, and that's so annoying.
Hate.
Because
to
now,
see it.
if I look at it on any online website, it's gone. Like, does not exist. Just currently unavailable everywhere. And I didn't know how good I had it until it was
Until
gone.
it was gone. It's like when you have a blocked nose. You think of all those times you took breathing normally for granted. You just took your golden pineapple punch for granted, man.
Do you think I should
Don't know.
email like Monster South Africa and be like, if you have any left, please give them to me?
100%. You might find you get a very good recipient on the other side who's in a good mood, or who's like, yes, I will do anything to please this fan, this true Monster fan, and I will sell him or give him a case or two.
And now I can buy a case of 10 off eBay for
Yes.
$100.
Wow. That person knew there was a target market. Target market, Alessandro. Let's see if he
It's
takes the
basically
bait.
In the description, it just says
Alessandro, this is
what
for you. $100.
just says discontinued cans will not be restocked, and it's just like, yeah, discontinued, hard to find.
$100. There's
Should
an
I do
American version of you going, $100.
It does say international shipping.
Oh my god! How much would it cost to send 10 cans of Monster? Because they're not like small. Look, a can of Monster is not huge, but 10 of them will take up space, and they'll then weigh like 5 kilos.
I think the weight is what would fuck me there. Yeah, it would be so heavy. Damn. 15-pack on Amazon UK out of stock. Fuck.
Could have
It's
just stocked
gone.
up at my place. You know?
I can't believe it's gone. Had it
Maybe
so
it'll come
good.
back.
Had it so
You
good.
never know. It's yeah. It'll never come back.
Sad.
Sorry.
You know what will never come back though?
I don't know.
My will to play video games. No, I'm joking.
Wow.
Video
That
games.
is
We love them.
Yeah.
We play them.
Sometimes. No, I just.
Oh,
don't
what
know
was the
how-
eyedrop story?
Oh yes, please, because you were setting yourself up, framing yourself terribly there. You're like, that
So,
stuff usually
okay.
associated with drugging people. On that, let me tell you a story later.
It's so I don't know if I've told this story before, but it happened when I was in Australia. So I was asked by my mother-in-law to go pick up these like eyedrops that she apparently likes from pharmacies in Australia. I don't know. Like her and her sister like swapped things. I took some medicine there for her sister. I was going to bring these eyedrops back, but I had to go to a pharmacy to get them. But she wanted like multiple of them. So I went to this pharmacy and I'm like, hey, I'm looking for these eyedrops. They're like, yeah, we've got them. They're like pretty easy over the counter things. And I was like, can I have 3 of them? And the lady looks at me and she's like, why? And I'm like, because I just want to have, like in stock with me. I don't want to say like I'm taking them fucking overseas with me. I'm just like, oh no, I just want some extras in case. She's like, okay, but why do you want more than one? And I was like, this is such a random. Then in my head, I'm like, okay, maybe this is an Australian thing. Like they kind of want to be very careful about what they dispense, or, they're like overbearing with all these things. And I was just like, no, I just want to have like, spares at home. She's like, are you worried they're going to go off? And I'm like, no, I use quite a lot of it, so I just want spares. She's like, I can't give you 3, I can only give you 2. I'm like, okay. I'll guess I'll take 2 then. So like, she's still a bit like weird about it. So I'm just like, whatever, I buy them.
Yes.
So then I relayed this to someone I was there with, because I went with work colleagues. They're like, oh, they thought you were going to drug someone. And I was like, what?
Oh my
What do you
God.
mean? They're like, yeah, eyedrops are a pretty common like date rape drug. I was like,
Really?
what? They're like, yeah, you put eyedrops in like a drink and it will like fuck you up completely. I'm like,
Wild.
oh my God, no wonder she was asking why I wanted
But
so
now-
many. I had no idea that was a thing.
How much would okay? I know you understand why I'm asking this. How much would you have to put into a drink to like knock someone out? Because I mean, you're putting it in your eye and it's doing eye drop things. But is it?
It's a
Does it
fair
have a-
question.
Does it have a different effect when you ingest it through a drink?
Maybe.
Like,
Maybe.
That's
Or maybe
weird.
it's just like you can put quite a lot in without it affecting taste because it's more like saline.
oh, maybe.
But yeah, I was really taken aback. And this friend of mine was like, how did you not know that? I'm like, I didn't know that.
I
Like,
didn't know that either.
I had no clue that's why they were asking me about this. But in retrospect, it makes total sense now where she's like, this single dude coming into a pharmacy asking for 3 boxes of fucking eye drops.
Yeah. Oh, wait. So it was 3 boxes, not bottles.
Well, no, like 3
okay,
individual.
okay.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
She's like on the phone with the police, like, there's a dude here who's trying to walk away with 36 bottles.
He's going to drug a whole
Send
club.
the sheriff. What's going on? It's interesting though, because you like, out of interest, you should try to do the same thing in South Africa and see if they'd let you buy 3 bottles. Because
It's a good question, yeah.
because even here in the UK, like a very common thing in South Africa is you could go to a pharmacy, then you could get a vitamin B injection. It's a fairly normal thing. It is not a fairly normal thing in the UK.
Yeah,
Lenska
same
used
thing
to-
in Australia, yeah.
Lenska used to, in South Africa, she used to like going for a vitamin B injection when she felt like she just needed a boost. So when we moved here, she's like, it'll be like a good pick-me-up, vitamin B injection. Went to a couple of pharmacies and asked, and the look she got, they were like, no.
Don't you need a prescription?
No, for vitamin B injection. No, you just go.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
literally, you just over the counter. Not over.
No.
the counter, but-
Here, yeah. I'm saying in the UK.
Oh well, I don't know. I presume so because she got turned away by so many people, but there were a couple of people like also probably reacting the same way your person did with the eye drops. Like,
They're like,
wanna-
why
you wanna-
does she need
you want
this?
to have a vitamin B injected into you? Like, why? I don't know. It's different regulations and stuff. It is just funny. And I suppose, yeah, it's just interesting.
This might help Lenska now that she can't have easy access to vitamin B injections. But I've been told by a doctor before, quite recently actually, that vitamin B injections kind of don't do anything unless you have an actual honest to God vitamin B deficiency.
Mm.
Like a lot of it is placebo.
Yeah.
They don't just like energetically pick you up apparently, which is weird because I have gotten many in the past before for feeling like run down and I feel like they've done something.
Mm.
But unless you've got like an actual deficiency, which is apparently pretty hard to do unless you've got like a genetic predisposition, it's weird. But it is like a thing you just do here anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't know.
they are not fun injections.
just in the butt. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and the liquid's like thick. It's
It's funny though, because even like that's okay. We're derailing here. We'll get back to the games shortly, but is
will we?
there merit? Okay, it's a placebo effect, but it still picks you up. So is there any merit in paying for it and still being like, I feel so much better?
I think so. I
even
mean,
though it's
for me, placebo's powerful. Like if it works for you, it works for you. I
but
guess.
that's what I'm saying. Is like, well, you paid for a pick me up. You got jabbed in the butt. You're like, I got my vitamin B injection. I feel better. Money well spent.
I think there's whole industries that work off that basis. Like you
100%.
get these. I don't know if they have them in the UK, but there's a lot of them popping up here locally, like IV bars.
I've seen one or
Yeah.
two. Yeah.
That shit is placebo city. Like
Mm.
unless you are severely dehydrated, you should not be on like a drip of any sort of like hydrating whatever because they're not giving you medicine like
No.
100%. They're just like, your body is depleted, you should go on a drip. It's like at a hospital they'll do that if you're dehydrated, you know what I mean?
They're giving you sugar juice. That's what they do.
I can't My good friend, I mean, you've met him, Jerry. Now I'm
Mm.
just throwing him under the bus on a podcast.
Wow.
But it was a few years ago. He was like, I think I should go do one of those. And his wife is a doctor, and she's like, the fuck is wrong with you? No, like literally, there's no benefit to doing that. He's like, but are you sure? And I'm like, she's a doctor. What are you talking about?
Are you sure? Can you confirm this? Have you been to
Bro.
this Ivy bar? No? That's what I thought. It is hilarious.
I was in the back seat just listening to this. I was just shaking
Just
my head the
laughing.
entire time. I was like, my man.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
That's great.
Crazy. Video games, you can inject those straight into your arms.
How about we pause for a cup of video game juice? We're just
Video
gonna-
game juice through the
Nice.
IV into your arms.
Very nice.
Do you know what does run through a lot of arteries and then not arteries and then is on the floor and spraying everywhere? Blood. Just like all
Wow.
the blood you're spraying in Ninja Gaiden 4.
Oh my
Is it
God.
4?
It's 4. Okay.
Ninja Gaiden 4. Bro, I am the king of segues. Let's be honest here. That was so smooth.
it's more.
so
It's more.
just...
Oh, I never know which one you, because we're talking about 2 games today. Okay, spoiler.
It's exactly it. I need
but I
to keep
never
you
know
on...
which
If I'm
one we're
keeping you on
talking
your
about
toes...
first.
If I'm keeping you on your toes, I'm keeping the viewers or
Yes.
the listeners on their
The
toes.
listeners are busy pulled over on the highway going, my heart's racing from that segue. But yes.
To our
let me-
sponsor.
to-
No, I'm joking.
wow, let's cut to our sponsor. But yes,
Please sponsor us.
I have been playing a little game called Ninja Gaiden 4, which is interesting because this code we got. Long story short, we ended up playing this game way later than we should have. It came out a good couple weeks ago. And I can't tell you I had any interest in playing this game. Not because there's anything wrong with the game. I just have other stuff I wanted to turn my attention
You
to.
just hate ninjas. I
I
get
just
it.
hate ninjas, apparently. So I dived into the game thinking, like, I'll just check it out. Like, maybe play an hour or two. You see what the fuss is. And just for some context, I don't really have a history with this franchise. I remember playing, I don't know if it was like 2 or what on the PS3 a lifetime ago. And I was much younger, knew nothing about the games, very difficult, didn't get it. I just never played. Young me was a very different beast. Like I played hard games, but with Ninja Gaiden, I was just like, I don't know, I didn't quite get into it. So hard cut to Ninja Gaiden 4. I have like a very vague understanding of how the combat in that works. But after my hour or two, I was like, damn, this is really fun, to the point where I inhaled this game. I rolled credits on it and I really enjoyed playing it. In terms of story, just this is one of those games where you close your eyes and you ignore everything about story. Because if I said you, would you play Ninja Gaiden 4 for the story? What would your knee-jerk reaction be? Do you think it would have a good story?
Based on what I just read up on Ryu Hayabusa about half an hour ago, no.
So you'd be 100% right. The story here is means to an end. It's just like the setting for what you really want to enjoy is the fast-paced action. You play as not Ryu initially. You play as a new ninja called Yamako. I don't know if he's existed in prior Ninja Gaiden games. Again, I've got a very...
You're asking the wrong person.
I know, but I'm also just putting context out there because I don't want diehard fans to come for me in my family. Because
I
don't
think
know.
if you're like a hardcore Ninja Gaiden lore fan, well done. Congrats to you.
Well done. So you play as this dude Yamako, who's part of an opposition clan to Ryu called the Raven Clan, and he pretty much functions, I guess, the same as Ryu, though, in that he's got fast-paced attacks, cool ninja stuff. But yeah, this game front loads so much stuff from the get-go. That opening 20 minutes is just like tutorial screen after tutorial screen. You know, you've got your light attacks. You get access to this, I'm going to butcher the names, but like a Raven form, where if you hold L2, you can do like stronger attacks, but that drains a meter. Then late in the game, you can build up an ultimate meter, which lets you do these, like, into berserker state to do these hardcore finishes. There's a lot going on. And then layered on top of this are, you know, if you've played Bayonetta as a good example, because this game's made by, what are they called?
Platinum Games.
No, it's co-developed by Platinum Games and the original creator of Ninja Gaiden. I just
oh my
can't think of
God.
it.
Team Ninja?
I think it's who made Ninja Gaiden. We'll never know.
Is it Team Ninja?
It's I'm pretty sure it's Team Ninja. So Team Ninja owns, to my knowledge, like the franchise and the IP, but they co-developed this with Platinum Games.
It's Team Ninja. Yeah.
So if you've played like a Bayonetta, for example, you'd be very familiar with the sort of combos and that sort of movements you would get, in a fast-paced character action game. But to my understanding as well, there are certain touches that Platinum have introduced that didn't exist in past entries. So, for example, when you dodge here, if you time the dodge perfectly, there'll be a very slight slowdown of time. Very Bayonetta, So there's a lot going on, but when you figure it out, so after that first hour or two, when I started, when things came together and the combat clicked, it was just, I just really enjoyed playing it. I felt, getting through the stages, figuring out how to string together combos and doing gory finishes was good fun. And I think what really set it up for me was the first boss, the first proper boss in the game was kind of a skill check where you couldn't just button mash anymore. You actually had to pay attention to what you were doing, to block or dodge, whatever. And that was for me very much the Dark Souls thing where I go, well, it feels impossible, but if I'm just going to keep trying until I get it. And when I got it, diving to the next stage, fighting normal enemies, I was like, oh, okay, something's clicked. I understand why these games are so appealing. There's a good flow and a good satisfaction in learning how to string together combos. And it just feels cool to be this dude, unleashing hell and doing some of the most insane gory finishes you've seen. I'm sure you've seen footage where this dude is dismembering everything in sight. It's such a rage. You're like, oh my God, what is going on in this game? But it's good fun. It's got its flaws in terms of story and even in terms of the pacing. Like I was saying to you before we started recording, it's not a particularly long game if you just run through it like I did. And I say that not in a mean way. It's 10 hours, which is very sufficient. It's not a knock against the game.
Short by modern standards.
Yeah, it's 10 hours is a good run for me. And there are, there's way more playtime beyond that. You can replay chapters, there's challenge rooms, there's tons of unlocks. You can get a lot of time out of this game if you want to do that. There's online leaderboards, etc. But in terms of the story, and even there are, spoiler, you do get to play as Ryu for a short portion of this game, a couple chapters. But those sections, you kind of retread areas you've been to before. And the bosses you fight are bosses you fought before. They're not upgraded versions. It just feels like...
So you don't actually play as Ryu in general?
No.
I know you said you're playing as this other character, but I thought that was more the side character.
No. Yamako is the main character of this game.
Oh,
and Ryu is actually the side/supporting character. So you see him briefly throughout the game, and then for story reasons, you end up playing as him for a few chapters. But again, you're retreading stuff you've done as Yamako. You're fighting the same bosses. So it's just a weird... I get why it was done for narrative purposes, but also just feels a bit lazy from a design point of view, a way to artificially extend the game.
It reminds me a lot of... Did you ever play Devil May Cry 4?
No. Is it similar?
So Devil May Cry 4 does something similar where... You played 5, right?
No.
Or have you never played?
Not played Devil May Cry.
Really? I think you'd enjoy them.
I think I would as well.
4, I think, was the first one where they really leaned into a dual protagonist thing. So you play... Because the protagonist has always been Dante. And in 4, you play as a new character called Nero. And you basically play most of the game as him. And then you get to a point... And then he gets captured by an enemy, and then you play as Dante, but you basically play the same levels in reverse.
Okay.
So he gets captured at the pseudo end of the game, and then you're like, cool, Dante's got to go save him now, and you play backwards through the stages you've just played and replay all of the bosses that you did all the way back. So this reminds me a lot of that.
Okay. Well, but I mean, how did you feel repeating those
it was
stages?
Nonsense, yeah. And then you face all the bosses a third time at the game's
oh my gosh,
end to end. It's really bad. That game's great, but that is bullshit. It's just nonsense. Yeah.
It's just weird design choice for me because yes, you're playing as a different character and there's different move sets and that, and it feels different, but ultimately, like beat for beat is kind of the same, and it's just weird. But I mean, that aside, the game itself, I've thoroughly enjoyed playing it, and I think there's a lot of joy to be found again in the combos and figuring out how to perfect the systems here. Because I mean, I haven't even mentioned it. It's not just a weapon you get to play with. You get access to a whole bunch of different. There's 4 to 5 weapons, and again, they all have their own combos, their own finishes, and their own things to unlock for them. So there is like a good drip feed of content in this game throughout. Even when you do play Ryu, like he's got access to his own move sets and whatever. But yeah, it's
you
just,
can do that little backflip spinny thing, land people on their head.
my favorite / most laughable point of this game is when I don't know if you've seen like trailers or footage, but I think it's a very Ninja Gaiden thing. It must be, because I've only ever seen Ryu do it in previous games and now Yamako in this game, where there's often segments of the stage where you run up and there's 2 walls, okay, by each other, and you have to jump up to get to the top.
Between them, yeah.
But it's not just like 1, 2, 3 jumps. It's like a lot of jumps to get up, okay? And it's only because the speed at which you spam the jump button is the speed at which you climb the wall. It's not like a quick time event where you just push a button and then it happens. Like, you're the one jumping. So if you want, you could like just gently tap X and your dude will like jump, you know. But if you spam X so fast, he's just like and I think I could be wrong. I think that's a very Ninja Gaiden thing, because I've seen it with Ryu in like past footage of other games or whatever, and it's just hilarious. I think, it would be interesting to see what a purist thinks of this game. Someone who has this history with the franchise, what they think of it. Because as a newcomer, there's a lot of lore and nonsense, which the story was pretty easy to follow, but I don't know what happened before. But I'd be very interested to know if someone who's played the whole franchise, what do they think of, is this a good entry in it, or is it a bit lazy, or are the changes worthwhile? From what I've seen, I think it's a good game. Still a bit flawed, but it is a good foundation for the next Ninja Gaiden game, whatever that is. Where they take the story, God only knows, because the way but it'll happen. You know, the games like this, you think, that's the definitive ending. There was always a something to do next time.
I mean, it's pretty remarkable that this game even exists, honestly.
True, yeah.
If you asked me a year ago if, what dormant game would be coming back in 2025, I would not have guessed Ninja Gaiden, of all things.
I think it's been 10 years since the last game.
That sounds about right. Let's check. I had this open just because I was curious about it. Yeah, 2012 was Ninja Gaiden 3.
Oof, okay, so that's like 13 years ago. It's been 13 a long years. Time.
And since then, there hasn't been like any re-releases of... Oh, no, they had the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, 2021. Yeah. Let me just... I found this fascinating because when you said Team Ninja, I was like curious what else they had done, because I kind of sort of knew. So Ninja Gaiden, they've done a lot of that. They did most of the Dead or Alives. They did the original Hyrule Warriors.
Excuse me?
They did Neo. Are doing Neo. Yeah. They've done Neo 1, 2, and 3 is coming out next year. They did Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
What?
Interesting. Yeah. Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin.
Oh, that is a game I still need to play one day.
Wulong Fallen Dynasty.
Oh, okay, I played that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Rise of Ronin.
And that was last year or this year.
They've done so much in the last 5 years. It is nuts.
Okay, that I actually forgot that at Wulong, because there's such a similarity in feeling. I can't tell you. It's one of those things where you can't put your finger on it, but there's something about the DNA of this game that reminded me so much of Wulong. And if it's the sound or the movement or the combat, but yeah, okay, that checks out basically.
Yeah, they've put out like one almost more than one big like AAA game every year for the past 6 years.
Wild.
It's kind of remarkable.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty cool. But I guess also they're like co-developing some of the stuff. So like
Yeah.
this one was co-developed with Platinum. Rise of Ronin was like also helped by like PlayStation, stuff like that. Anyway, it's just fascinating. It's like what a strange studio. They did a Metroid back in the day.
Which one did they do?
Other M, the one that I think a lot of people don't like.
Okay.
Yeah,
Other M.
interesting. We got another one of those coming soon as well. I'm quite keen for that.
Damn. Yeah, it's a lot going. They've been busy with a lot of stuff, but I will say this game, it did surprise me. Not because, like I said, not because I thought it would be bad. It's just one of those games where it just was not on my radar at all. Which is something I didn't think I'd play. Even though it's on Game Pass, I was like, I can't tell you I'm particularly interested in playing it, but I'm really glad I did. Like I enjoyed its flaws and all. It was good fun.
Flaws and all. It does look like a fun way to spend like 10 hours. It sounds like a game I would chew through during the holidays just as like a guilty pleasure over, 2 or 3 days or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm keen for that. Like I've got a lot of palate cleanser games on my radar for later in the year, like a Silent Hill F is another one because that's also like 10 or so hours. Chronos, that one by Bloober, is a similar one. This is probably on there as well because like there's a bunch of big games I haven't gone back to yet, like Silk Song and never finished. Dead Stranding, stuff like that. So I need these smaller ones in between there that I can just like knock off and feel good about myself for. I do want to get to it. It seems like my sort of game.
It is. I mean, we all know this. The franchise, the games aren't easy, so it is super challenging.
Yes. What did you find it like quite challenging? Because I know you're pretty good with hard games. So.
No, it wasn't easy. It was definitely challenging, but I think, like I said, after that first boss was where I really hit my head against the wall. I was like, oh my God, like there's just so much. Remember, the game front loaded so much tutorial stuff. I was like, oh my God, there's so much to keep track on.
It's like one of those boss fights where you're like, am I meant to like die here? And then you realize you're not.
No, it was one of those
really
things where it's just like, I have to, for lack of a better description, I have to get good to beat this boss, pretty much. That said, I played on normal difficulty. If the normal difficulty is too difficult, there is an easier one. I don't know how much simpler it makes the game, but normal difficulty already was like super challenging.
Sacrilege.
Sacrilege.
How dare they?
How dare they give players options and tools to play the game?
Ridiculous. Miyazaki would never.
Miyazaki's coming for these people. They must sleep with one eye open.
It's coming for your easy mode.
Look, it is challenging, but I enjoyed it. It was a good challenge for me, and I might piss some people off, but there's an option to go easier if the default challenge is too much.
I mean, it is a weird one because you're not coming to this game for its narrative, so
no.
I guess at some point you are coming to it for a certain level of difficulty, but I guess, making a game approachable for everyone is never a bad thing.
Yeah, but you might come for it just for the flashy action as well, which is just fun to
also
enjoy.
True, yeah, also true. Devil May Cry has done this in the past before. They had like, what was it called in one of the older ones? I think it was like an automatic mode where it would like, if you just mash buttons together, it would automatically chain them into more complex combos. So you got all the flashy combat, but you didn't have to like bend your fingers in bizarre ways to get them going, which was always cool.
Yeah.
No,
that's cool though. I enjoyed it.
I will definitely get to that. I do want to play the older ones because I know they released recently. Was it a remake or remaster of Ninja Gaiden 2? And that's like the big one that people remember. So I do want to give that a go maybe as well. And then they also had, I mean, it's been a big year for Ninja Gaiden because they had the 2D one come out that's apparently phenomenal. What is it called? Ninja Gaiden. Is it Ninja Gaiden or is it Shinobi? Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. That's the one that came out this year. It's like a retro 2D sort of Ninja Gaiden, and apparently it's like one of the best action games of the year.
It was Ninja Gaiden. Who knew?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was that, and so that one's done by Dotemu, and then there's Shinobi as well. Shinobi also got like a new game this year. So
Damn.
yeah,
So many ninja
weird.
games. Year of the Ninja.
Year of the Ninja. The Ninja Gaiden 2D one is made by the people who did Blasphemous, which is apparently like 2D Dark Souls. So
Say
I'm
less.
down. I'd play it. Yeah, say less.
Maybe on the old faithful Switch. It's a good place to play it. Or I suppose Switch, or for you the Steam Deck, whichever is cheaper.
Or both.
Or both. Or both.
Or
Why
both.
not? You know. YOLO.
Steam end of year sale is going to be great.
My
It's
God.
going to be. Yeah. This game's got like 85 on Metacritic. It's crazy. This year, it's just been
It was a
packed
surprise this year.
with goodums. Yeah.
My goodness. But Ninja Gaiden 4, would recommend. It's good fun. If you close your eyes and ignore the story, the game's really fun. But you have been playing another game.
That you shouldn't close your eyes and ignore the story on. Well, kind of. I've been playing the Outer Worlds 2. Not Outer Wilds 2. That doesn't exist. I wish it did. Actually, I don't know if I did. I don't know if that would
game
be great.
exists.
Yeah,
great.
the game's great. The Outer Worlds 2. So, did you ever play the first Outer Worlds?
No.
Okay. So, I played a little bit of it. I never really got into it. I thought the premise and the setting were cool. You play in this. It's like a space RPG, just far more stylized. I think more Borderlands than Starfield, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
It's got a very like westerny vibe. Like a lot of your guns are old pistols or like repeaters or really bulky shotguns. They're very over the top and ridiculous, and like people wear top hats and have crazy beards and shit like that. But the whole undertone of this world and this franchise is like capitalism gone bad. All the factions within space are all trying to sell you things, and they're all warring for a way to kind of like sell more things to customers and kind of screw over their competition. It's like unhinged capitalism. That's the whole deal with it, which is why a lot of people took umbrage with the game's like marketing and how Microsoft was trying to make it an $80 game, and they were like, these people don't understand what this game's even about, blah 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 blah. So first game felt a bit odd. It was a lot of very small hubs that you kind of bounce between, and not like one big coherent world. And considering it came from the people who did, Obsidian, they've done Fallout New Vegas. It just felt a bit disjointed and not great. The role-playing systems didn't feel that fleshed out. It just lost a lot of gas very quickly, despite the thing being quite interesting. So I think so far, the Outer Worlds 2 mends a lot of those issues. I find the game gets going quite quickly. You play as a soldier, as part of the Earth's, what they called? Earth... I don't think it's Federation. There's another faction called the Protectorate, but I can't remember the one you start as. And you go on this mission, and you're kind of like betrayed by the end, and it just kicks off this adventure of like you trying to find out why this person betrayed you and why they created this like massive singularity at the center of the universe that is going to like consume planets nearby very quickly. All the while, these different capitalistic factions are trying to vie for your hand and trying to convince you that
Your
they
money.
should be the ones you should be fighting for, stuff like that. What I like about this setup is that it reminds me a lot of Fallout New Vegas, in that there isn't a faction here that screams, I am the good guy faction, or I am the bad guy faction.
Yeah.
Very similar to New Vegas, where you had, what is that dude's name? Something House, Andrew House. He was like the leader of New Vegas for all intents and purposes, and then you had this like faction in there that was modeled after Caesar and the Roman army, and then you had this other faction, and none of them seemed like particularly great people, but you kind of needed to align with one of them or none of them. That sort of like moral ambiguity is kind of core to what makes New Vegas really fun, and I think so far that's what I'm digging about the Outer Worlds too, because I get into conversations with people who are aligned with different factions, and I don't really know who I want to go with. They all have their own flaws and their own weird like viewpoints on the world, and each of them feel icky in a way, but it's like, well, I gotta go with one of them to get the job done, so I'm gonna go with this person or this person. So I like that part about it. It's also just kind of funny. It's very tongue-in-cheek sort of humor where some of your responses to the characters kind of, they point out the absurdity of the situation you're in, or point out how absurd the entire like world is, which I find quite humorous, and the characters kind of respond in turn as well. So it's just a very self-aware sort of game without being so self-aware that it has its own flaws, if that makes sense. Like, I really dislike games that joke about mechanics that are frustrating to deal with, but then still force you to deal with those mechanics. It's just like silly. It's like, if you understand that this is annoying, just don't make me do it. But that's not the case here. I think it's just funny writing around the universe itself. The game, from a gameplay perspective, is very similar to the first game, where I think it leans more towards like a role-playing shooter, so to speak. You do get the option to role-play more complicated characters. Like, I started off as someone trying to go stealthy, similar to the footage you're seeing now. So after the first mission, you get the opportunity to respec, and I immediately did that just because the stealth feels a bit weird and underbaked. And it runs into the same problem of like in Assassin's Creed, where if you're just underleveled, you can't instantly kill an enemy, which means that your stealth build comes completely unviable if you decide to take on enemies that are just slightly stronger than you. And that is definitely not the case if you go in with a gun, where you can kind of make do just because, you know, you can kind of get around firefights in a better way rather than trying to knife people in the back who won't die immediately. So I do think it leans more into the gun aspect, but from that perspective, the guns are kind of cool. They've all got different sort of like affinities and different shooting styles. Like, I've got this really cool handgun now that shoots like blobs of toxic goo at people. So very strong, but very limited range. And to offset that, I've got a repeater, you know, that sort of like old Western style repeater that you reload by like pulling the whole like bottom out and then back in. And I've got like a silenced version of that allows me to do some cool damage from afar. So there's a lot of variety to the weapons that I think just make the game fun. And I think I'm finding a lot of cool weapons pretty consistently that each have their own unique abilities that make them fun to kind of experiment with. I don't feel like I'm trudging through a lot of like common and uncommon variations of the same guns. Like, that exists. But even early on, a lot of the quests are giving me very unique items that feel like I could play around with them for a very long time if I keep them like updated and keep them upgrading, which I think is cool. I think Borderlands 4 did that quite well, you know, as opposed to 3, which didn't. So I think there's a good balance to that sort of thing here. And you know, it's a role-playing game, but it's limited in scope and size, similar to Avowed. I don't think you're going to be playing this for more than 30 hours. I've been going for about 10. And I think I'm wrapping up the first act now. I have anecdotally read that the first act is the weakest, so considering I'm having a pretty good time with it, I'm keen to see where it goes from here. But I think it's cool. It's like confined. You're still confined to smaller like hub planets, but they feel bigger in size than the first game did. Very similar to like an Avowed, but they also feel a bit more alive than in Avowed, which I didn't really dig that much. So in general, I'm having a good time with it. Like, it is pretty breezy in terms of like commitment to the story, just because it is a bit more humorous. But I'm thinking it's going to get a bit more serious going forward, and it's great. The companions are a bit but other than that, I'm having a good time with its systems and just kind of exploring its pretty outlandish world.
Nice. It's interesting for me because I had no desire to play the first game, and even looking at the second one, looking at the marketing and that, I don't know what it is about it. I can't. There's just nothing about it that makes me like, oh, I'm like dying to play this game, and I can't tell you why. I don't know if it's something about the art style. Is it the setting? Maybe I found it a bit annoying. But that said, I've played Borderlands and I love Borderlands. So I don't know what it is about it that's just not appealing to me. And it's not to say I'll never play it. It's funny that even with the sequel coming up, it's like, oh yeah, the Outer Worlds one happened a few years ago, and I just missed it. Didn't really make like a huge bang that I can remember. I can't remember people raving about it. And when the sequel came, I was like, oh, it reviewed better, but I'm also still, but like, I don't know. I just don't know what it is about it. I probably would enjoy
I get
it,
you.
to be
I
clear.
get you.
Like I know if it's anything, like you probably had a good description where it's kind of, well, I don't know if, yeah, it's kind of like Starfield, but with, you know, more of the humor of Borderlands 4, for lack of a better description, like just had a baby. I probably would enjoy that, but yeah, I don't know. I'm glad you're enjoying it though.
Yeah, I think I was in a similar space to you where I wasn't that interested in it, just based off of not really vibing with the first game like much. I bounced off of it pretty quickly. But then as soon as I started seeing critical reception for it being quite positive,
really good,
and then
yeah.
started seeing a lot of people saying, wow, this is like Fallout New Vegas, you know, because we're never going to get another one of those. This is as close as we're going to get. And I was like, okay, well, now you've piqued my interest because like Fallout New Vegas is one of the best Fallout games, period. If not the best. So I'm maybe not at the point where I see that in terms of a quality aspect yet. Like I see where people are getting those comparisons from, but I'm still not going, wow, like I did with New Vegas. But that could also just be because New Vegas was a different thing at a different time. And I think we've had, you know, the industry has moved since then. So that sort of impact might not be the same with a game that's actually quite similar.
Yeah.
But I do think this is probably the closest you are going to get outside of a like remaster, because God knows Bethesda's ever going to allow Obsidian to make a Fallout again. And the Obsidian that made New Vegas is no longer the Obsidian we have now. So it's just cool that this is out and kind of like channels that same energy, even though it's in a completely different universe and different setting. So I think from that perspective, I am digging it, even if it is a significantly more watered down role-playing experience, I think, than a Fallout. But I guess that just helps it be a bit more breezy and easy to get into. And I am digging it from that perspective.
I could be wrong, but did I read that, because I know fans like yourself would love Fallout 4 to be remade or remastered or something. I think Obsidian have said they've just got no desire. Like the game is what it is. And again, I don't know if it's their call to make, because, you know, Bethesda, but I don't think it's like not on their radar from what I understand.
Yeah, I would imagine it's not really their call to make. But again, yeah, probably a lot of the people who were there to make New Vegas aren't there anymore. So I get that. There were rumors this week that Bethesda is working on a Fallout 3 remake or remaster to the same degree as Oblivion that came out earlier this year.
Yeah.
And I mean, that seems like the biggest no-brainer to me, considering how big Fallout 3 was for them. And I would play that in a heartbeat. But I think there was a lot of, maybe it's reading into things, but a lot of bad blood between Obsidian and Bethesda when New Vegas came out, because like a lot of people thought that New Vegas was a better Fallout than Fallout 3. And it was the only time that Bethesda kind of licensed it out to someone else to make. So they haven't since, and they likely never will again. And that's a bummer, but yeah, you can still play New Vegas today, and it's great. So just go do that.
Would you be upset if I told you that I've just not played New Vegas ever?
No, because you've not played a lot of games that are quite alarming to me. It's just feels kind of odd considering.
So I'm not made of time.
Yeah. You've played Fallout 3 though.
We
had this discussion.
Remember, I've played Fallout 3 to the point where I hit the level cap. It's like, and I just stopped playing. Young me was a very different person. Okay.
We were built different.
Different.
I just replayed New Vegas so many times. It's like, you should play it. Like, it's really, really good. I still think overall I like Fallout 3 more. Fallout 4 is like one of those recent modern examples of just being utterly disappointed with the game. I mean, I remember seeing that revealed at E3. I was there. It was the first E3 I was at. I was fucking stoked. It's like, oh, it's out in six months. It's been, what? By then it was almost 9-8 years since Fallout 3. And just what a bummer of a game, honestly. Just really boring from start to finish for me. Yeah.
You didn't like
really
building your
sucked.
base and having dog meat with you.
I really hated that part of the game. Holy shit. The whole base stuff was really
That's
just
where
not
you
my
and I
speed
probably
at
built
all.
the same, because the moments of games like, you can build the base, I'm like, nah, fam. I just wanna play the game, man.
I hate when a game does that. And it's like, this is optional, but the tutorial is not optional.
No.
You've got to go through this fucking... So No Man's Sky does this as well, and it bugs me so much, because whenever I jump back into the game, I'm like, oh, I want to start a new save, because of all these updates, whatever, and I get like, there's this whole tutorial at the start, and I've done that tutorial of like repairing my ship and whatever so many times. I can do that. But then it plugs you into like base building tutorial stuff, and I just bounce off. I'm just like, I don't have the patience for this.
You just want to fly around planets and just do your thing.
Yeah, that's all I want to do. I don't want to build things. And I get that's like half the appeal, but especially in a Fallout, I'm like, I don't want to build things. I just want to go and
do your thing.
Kill ghouls in the wasteland. I don't know. I got this fucking German Shepherd. Do you think he wants to build things? I don't think
like,
so.
Dog meat, hand me a hammer. We're building now.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
The TV series though, really good.
Really good.
Surprisingly.
Second season coming out soon.
December. Very, very exciting. And that is a very loose or maybe even very accurate adaptation of New Vegas. So I fucking popped when I saw that shit in the final episode. It was like slow panning shots of a what's it called?
Vegas.
Something claw.
Death Claw?
Death Claw, that's it.
Yeah.
Death Claw. And then the panning shot to Vegas, and I was just like, let's go! And Shawnee's like, calm down. Just calm down.
Remember, I've just played
Vegas.
Fallout. You've played New Vegas how many times? So many times. I remember Death Claw.
So many times.
I remembered. Who's the real fan?
Death Claws were in Fallout 3, okay? Let's just calm down.
Okay. Why are they showing them in a trailer for season 2?
Because you never got to see one in season 1. I'm just saying. There's a Death Claw there.
You're right. Okay, well, Outer Worlds 2, good time, according to this man who is a New Vegas stan.
New Vegas stan says...
Yes.
Couldn't think of anything. It's too late in the evening.
Cool. Love to see it.
But yeah, it's good. I think it's cool, especially if you've got Game Pass still. Boot it up for 5 hours. See what it's about. I think it's like, again, it's kind of wild that they did this and Avowed in the same year.
Yeah, Avowed was this year. Eh?
It was like February this year, so it is kind of nuts. It's like they made the high fantasy one of this and then the space one of this, because they feel like very similar games, but so far I'm vibing with this way more than I did Avowed, which I think got very long in the tooth and I didn't ultimately enjoy that much. So
how big is Obsidian that they've made Avowed? They've soft launched, like I know Grounded 2 is in early access, but they soft launched Grounded 2 and now they've released Outer Worlds 2.
It's crazy.
That is
actually
3
crazy.
games.
Yeah. And I don't think the studio is that big on top of it, so yeah.
Wild.
Crazy.
Outer Worlds 2 though.
Outer Wilds.
Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds.
Sorry,
2.
Outer Worlds. Fuck.
Outer Worlds. Good time.
Played myself there.
I played myself all the time. They played themselves actually, giving it a very similar name, let's be honest.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, they came out in the same year as well. That can't be right.
No, I think it is either the same year or it is very close to each other, because same thing, like, have you played the Outer Wilds? Like, the Obsidian game? Like, no, that's Outer Worlds. Like, oh, okay.
That feels weird to me because I don't feel like the first game's that old, but...
No, the first game came out
probably.
A while ago.
Outer Wilds came out a while ago now.
Yeah.
That was like 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Round about there.
Damn.
It's a long time ago.
It's a long time
we
ago.
Old.
We so old. Do you know,
so old.
unrelated, we're pivoting, we're done with Outer Worlds 2.
Yes.
The other day, I had to post an asset for Xbox. It is like 2 days ago was the 21-year anniversary of Halo 2. I was like, excuse me? 20, how many years
21.
ago? 21 years ago.
Of Halo 2. God damn.
I had somebody
That's
comment.
crazy.
I had somebody comment on my post going like, I'm 21, I've not played Halo 2. I was like, oh, it hurts so much. I replied, I was like,
Halo 2
it's
came
never
out
too
in
late.
2004.
That means
When did
Halo
the first one come out? Like
must have been
2001?
Yeah.
2002?
Mm.
That means I work with someone who was born in the same year as Halo.
Mm.
I
The
hate
old.
it.
I hate it.
I hate it.
So much. Every now and then you see a post on social media, it's like, oh, we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of this. I'm like, oh, excuse me? I remember playing that when I was a kid. What do you mean? Other I said to Lenska, we throw away comments. I said, I'm 37 years old. She's like, you're not 37 years old. Like, I am 37. It's like
no.
You're 34
I didn't
years
marry
old.
a 37-year-old. No.
And then she had the audacity to look at me and say, damn, you're old.
She's not that much younger than you, is she?
No, it's 3 years younger.
Yeah.
The audacity.
Well, in 4 years, the Matrix will be 30 years old.
Shut up. That is no. I want to believe that.
1999. Wait, hold on. Have you played Halo 2?
No. I played Halo 1.
Why'd I even fucking ask? Man's out here giving shit for people being younger than Halo 2, but hasn't actually even played Halo 2.
No, I was just saying, because I remember
Crazy.
Halo 2 coming out and the fanfare around it.
Yeah, it was massive. You had to finish the fight, Matthew.
100%. I didn't play, but I was there.
Might have been the earliest example of a cliffhanger controversy ever. Like just getting to the end of that game, it's like, what do we do, Chief? Finish the fight. Boom, credits. Like, hold on, I have to wait for a whole nother game to do this?
You know what happened with Halo Infinite? What's happening with the Halo?
Not so fucking infinite, is it? Damn.
No. Well,
They I think they said the next content update is the last one. That's like 4 years into their 10-year plan. That's nuts. I still had a good time with that game. You know?
So did I.
Issues and all. That campaign, fucking fun. Like, story, who knows? Who can say?
Who knows?
I don't know. Where does it fit? Who can say? Don't know. Really fun game, though. Really cool little sandbox to play in as Master Chief.
Just further proof that adding a grapple hook to a game makes it better. Doesn't matter
100%.
what game it is. If it's a platformer, a first-person shooter, grapple hook will make it better. Fact.
Grappling little explosive barrels into my hand and then
factual.
chucking them at grunts. So good.
If I were to ever make a
grappling to a moving warthog. So good.
Perfect. Doesn't matter if I make a game one day, in some reality, it'll definitely have a grappling hook. You best bet your top dollar. I know it's guaranteed to be a good game.
There are grappling hooks that suck though. Those ones that you can only the Borderlands grappling hook.
The Borderlands 4 grappling hook is a bad grappling hook. Like it's too. It
only works on certain things.
Yeah,
it
should have just been a forever thing. You can just make the grappling hook of Halo Infinite in Borderlands 4. Imagine how cool that would have been.
Borderlands 4 is like you can use this grappling hook to get up on a ledge. Halo Infinite's like, what if you ejected from a Banshee mid-air and then used your grappling hook to hijack another Banshee?
100%.
Like, yes, that's the grappling hook I want.
Same. It's a good grappling hook.
They should add
Halo.
a grappling hook to Zelda.
Zelda's surely got a grappling hook somewhere in one of the many Zelda games. There has to be a grappling hook.
There's a pseudo grappling hook in many of the older ones called the hook shot, which is like a dungeon item.
Yeah.
But that's like different.
You're right. If they added Tears of the Kingdom, if they added a grappling hook to Tears of the Kingdom, it's not too late. Okay, they did a Breath of the Wild DLC. Now, Tears of the Kingdom, just give Link a grappling hook. Don't know how he gets it, but it's there.
Because the whole Breath of the Wild thing was the paraglider. Just make the next thing a grappling hook. And then Genshin Impact will have a grappling hook.
100%.
And then, grappling hooks will be everywhere. It actually is a win for the industry, in my opinion. Give Mario a grappling hook, for fuck's sake.
Mario's probably had some version of a grappling hook at some point in one of his mini games.
The next game could just be Mario who befriends a chain chomp, and that chain chomp is his grappling hook.
That's actually a pretty good pitch. If 100%.
Miyamoto, hire me.
This man. That's actually a really good idea. I could see it happening.
Speaking of, by the time people are hearing this, we might have a trailer for Super Mario Galaxy. I think that's out tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
What? Isn't it out already?
Mm. No, man. The movie.
Oh, the movie. You're saying
This
no,
fucking guy.
no man like Super Mario Galaxy isn't a game, you know?
Well, it isn't. I've never played it, so.
Oh my god, you would have given me shit for Halo 2 and for Fallout New Vegas, and you've not played like arguably the best Mario game, hands down.
True.
Mm.
True. I've only played one 3D Mario game.
Hurts so bad. It really hurts me. You did play.
See,
a
I
good
can
one.
do this
Odyssey
to you
was a
too.
good one.
Odyssey was a fucking banger. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That was why when I reviewed Odyssey, I'm like, this is a perfect video game. And Jeff played it. He's like, it is, but Galaxy is better. I didn't understand him.
100%.
You think Galaxy's better than Odyssey? Really?
Odyssey
Crazy.
is good in that it's a good playground where it drip feeds you. Like Odyssey, you can play for 5 minutes or 5 hours if you wanted to. You're always going to get a moon. It doesn't matter where you go. You're always going to unlock a thing or figure out a thing. But in terms of the cool things, I think Galaxy is definitely better because there's a whole, you like flying, you just jumping around little planets and how those things string together. Oh, man, it's magic. It's so good. I've played it twice. I played it in its heyday and I played the re-release on Switch a few years ago. Now it's been re-released again or whatever. It's insane.
I still need to give it a go. I
It's
do
good.
want to. I think it's a game that obviously works better if you play it in docked mode because then you have
100%.
the motion waggle stuff on the Joy-Con. Because it looks like a bit of a drag when you're in handheld mode and you use the touchscreen to do some of that shit. So
I played it touchscreen. It's okay because ultimately all that happens is that you're collecting star bits. I think that is like primarily. So even though it's like you play and then you just touch the touchscreen. It's not like whereas when you played on the Wii, was how to control the game. It's like you literally had to like wag the controller if you wanted to spin, for example. I don't know. I can't remember. I enjoyed it both ways, so don't sleep on it. Really, really good game.
cool.
And that's me.
And with that, I think that's going to be the episode.
Run out of game juice.
We ran out of game juice. We only have the ice juice left.
And ice juice.
But yes, that's going to be it for episode 278 of Checkpoint Chat. If you like this episode, let us know in the comments. Tell us what game you are playing near the end of this year, because I think all the big ones that kind of dropped now, aside from Call of Duty. So let us know.
Think so, yeah.
What are you keeping for the end of the year? Because we are very slowly making our way to there, dragging ourselves at this point. But yes, we hope you've had a good week. We hope you continue having a good week. And we'll see you quite soon, I think, next time on Checkpoint Chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, Matty.
Thank you. Late record. Go, it's like bedtime there for you.
Hanging on by a thread.
Damn.
Yeah, by a thread. I say this, but I'm just going to go play video games in bed, so.
Very nice. What are you going to play?
Yeah. Maybe more Outer Worlds. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, you're playing it remotely. Man, what a laugh.
Yeah, exactly. It's great. Steam Deck is a great little device. Love it.
What is laugh? Nice. Enjoy.
Have a good week, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.